Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere around the world you're reading this. So first, I'm having a blast at Sangam. My name is Sandesh. I'm actually the guy responsible for autonomous database and some of the AI and machine learning characteristics behind the autonomous database. This is my third Sangam, and there are a couple of interesting takeaways of why you should be in this conference. So first and foremost, this is the 10th anniversary of the AIOUG group. The AIOUG group is one of the most highest energetic groups that you can probably find in any of the user groups across the world. It's run by this guy called Sai Penumuru, and he's an extremely dedicated person when it comes to building these user group communities. Some of the first sessions I used to come to, they were like 40, 50 people. Now there's a couple of hundred people, at least going 1,000 plus people today at this conference. So the purposes of this conference and why would you want to come to a place like this is you have the ability to network with people that you have not networked before. You have the ability to learn something new. So the goal of this conference is just to learn something new, network with a bunch of people, try to share your knowledge as much as you can, so that by sharing your knowledge, you can learn as much more that you can learn. I'll give you an example of my own. I was actually working on RAC, real application clusters, and high availability and all that sort of stuff. That is what my primary area of expertise is. Now, over the last 2 years, I've been working on areas of artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is something, it's kind of a new area for me as well, but I've spent two and a half years working on it. And I had a couple of sessions here at Sangam where I've been presenting these, and a lot of DBAs are actually curious to becoming DBAs that will use machine learning for different kinds of data that are actually available to them. So DBAs have access to a tremendous amount of information. They would love to derive a lot of interesting insights from this information, and machine learning is an extremely powerful tool that actually allows DBAs to be able to derive more interesting insights from what data they already have. In the earlier years, we were not able to extract all this interesting information out of this data, but today we can answer some of the most interesting and teething questions for an Oracle DBA using methods which are using machine learning. One of the responsibilities of my team is to commoditize this machine learning stuff into ways that can be consumed easily using tools across the entire Oracle framework. There are tools like the trace file analyzer, there are tools like ExaCheck which do best practices automation. There's tools that do anomaly detection across all the database log files, and a whole bunch of slew of more stuff that we're releasing as part of the autonomous database platform. The key is to acquaint the DBAs and the developers with all of these various kinds of advances with machine learning that they can utilize as part of their own organization. Sangam is a good place to come learn and leverage some of this knowledge. So, to sum this whole thing up, AIOUG is one of the coolest organizations that you can actually come into and be part of as a community. They conduct 2 exercises through the year. One of them is Sangam, which is the conference that I'm currently attending here, which is a 2-day conference which you should come for. The second one is called ODEFC Yatra, or the Groundbreakers Tour, which happens sometime around the June-July time frame and spans 7 cities in about 9 to 10 days. And this basically covers majority of the cities like Chennai, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Pune, Delhi. So if you're in any of these cities, participate with us. Subscribe to our tweets. Join Facebook pages for each of these local chapters. Engage yourself, be part of the community, learn something new, and give yourself something as part of the community. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.